Filmmakers, what's up? Today we are rushing to get down to San Diego. We're doing a location scout down from there for a client of ours you might have heard. It's K1 Speed, the go-kart spot. They have like 80 different locations around the world, and they hit us up to shoot social media ads. And the whole point of today is being prepared. I'm gonna give you guys tips, why we do location scouts, the gear that I bring, what we're looking for at the location. So we got to get down there. It's going to be about a 2-hour drive from Orange County. So I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, so Andrew just got here. I got to take a discovery call with Hyatt. We're doing some hotel work. We're going to get a breakfast burrito on the way down. I'm going to give you tips, things to look for. This is going to be a really good, beneficial video for some of you that want to start location scouting or currently are and want to get maybe some tips, some tricks, some ideas on how we location scout. I'll catch you guys in a bit. We got the boy here.
What up?
You've seen him. He's our photographer. We're gonna be cruising down to San Diego right now, so let's just hit the road. Just pulling up. This thing's cool. And over here, we have a wild Michael Kim in his new van. Mike's our drone pilot. He flies all different types of whoops and cine lifters and for all big TV shows and whatnot. So the goal is to get some FPV on our production day in here. So we're gonna see if they'll let us fly a little whoop just so he could get a feel and just see how the lighting is, because we're not gonna be able to light up the whole track. The GM Tyler is about to give us a tour of the location. So on this location scout, I have my iPad. I'm gonna be writing down notes. We brought a bunch of gear with us too for test shots and stuff like that. So let's go over what we're doing. I'm gonna use the Artemis app, and I'm gonna go into every corner on the track with different focal lengths and just take photos so I could get a feel of what lenses we wanna use. Now I did go just outside there. It's a nice white track, and I'm not mad about it. I know sometimes I want my stuff to be moodier or darker, but the fact that we have white walls and really clean lights is going to make our lives easier for some of the shots. Now, in a perfect world, we'd be able to light this warehouse up. That's just not going to happen. Now, when we're showcasing this section that I'm in right now, the staging area, the restaurant, the bar, the podium, we're going to light all of that up. And we're gonna also light up some mock action shots. Now, another thing that we wanna check out are the carts itself. Now, they wanna refresh with their content, and we're going for like a F1 Drive to Survive cutscenes. Fast pace, open up the videos, we have 4 of them, with a lot of intensity, speed, laughter, emotion, just having fun. So we wanna sell the experience. I'm filming on the FX3. I have my 24-70 G Master Mark II. I got the 20mm 1.8, the 35 1.8, and the 50 1.2, so that we can see how it's looking. Another thing I'm gonna be using is the LSP Evo app. It's like a digital light meter. It's not perfect, but is very accurate for what it is, and it's only like $2. My one main concern is the ability to rig cameras on the carts. I don't want to use GoPros. At the very least, I want to either use FX3s or our Pandora box, which is a stripped down Inspire 2. I think it's the X7 camera that's in a housing with suction arms. So yeah, that's it. We're gonna meet up with Tyler. We're gonna take a look at the carts and overall show you a little bit more on what we're doing here. So this right here is the Naked GoPro. All right, we're using my LSP Evo app just to get an idea. This is like a digital light meter. Just kind of tells you what the lighting's looking like in certain spots. So like right here, it's saying 43. This location's beautiful. I love the steampunk lights. We have to shoot some people eating food here, so we can figure out how to light this area that we want to be showcasing and utilizing. And clearly over here, the white balance is gonna be what, closer to 27? So let's switch it over here. It's about, yep, okay. He mentioned when we do the podium shot that they want like people wearing color on the podium so that they pop. So the one thing I like is it's white. For once, I actually don't want it to be too moody, because it's going to be hard to light this whole space. So obviously we're going to have to use house lights So more or less just getting a gist of what the house lights are looking like. And I'm gonna wanna check what temperature they are too, just for shits and giggles. I know there's gonna be a mix of light. We're looking at 4,700. And then from here, it's staying pretty consistent, so that's nice. So explain what the Pandora is real quick.
I basically took an Inspire 2, took all the brains apart, put it into a custom 3D printed housing, and it basically brings into a package that's about 5 inches by 5 inches. And with that, you can get shots of over 140 miles an hour.
We want to rig cameras onto it. So the nice thing is this front like fairing, it will vibrate a little bit, but we could suction something to it. We have rails right here and a nice lip so we can super clamp maybe the FX3 like this and get the actuating of the feet. This little cage up top, we can mount the camera to, point in each direction, get like a little overhead POV shot. We're thinking about mounting a camera back here and kind of facing this direction so that the cart that's behind can be trying to overtake him and get around him. So overall, there's a lot of different spots that we could fix cameras to. So Mike right now is rigging the Pandora, and it is it the X7 or X9?
X5 on here.
X5 on here.
On shoot, it will have it.
This thing's pretty crazy though. We were what, with the Rift McLaren, and how fast did we go with this thing?
Well, when we did the McLaren shoot, we got this up to 160 miles an hour.
So you got up to 160, Jesus Christ. That's violent. Yep, Mike's already controlling it. So we're gonna have this chase here. I'm thinking this might be too high, but at least to see what it's gonna be looking like, to make sure all the suctions are pumped. The shit's not going anywhere, so yeah, we are going to see how this comes out. How we feeling? Think you're gonna take the W?
Ready to race.
Ready to race?
Let's go.
Woo! All right, so here's another good thing about location scouting. We're gonna test out what the POV looks like wearing these with the helmet. So the nice thing is, when you're able to, at the very least, have a location in which you can scout and even test out some shots, you can't ask for anything better, because now we get the troubleshoot and it's not the day of. So let's see if there's a way to get a cool FPV. Even if the helmet's framed, like, it could be pretty sick.
That's what it looked like.
All right, moment of truth. Mike, you have everything set up. Here's the POV shot. It is pretty unique though. It has a cool look to it. You can't keep up.
No.
What's up?
I can't change the setting because this one's not connected.
Oh, okay. Alright, so right now we have the Artemis app, and I am in this corner right here, and we're gonna just take some photos. I want to see what 16 mils looking like. Mind you, this has to be for both vertical and horizontal. We got 20 mil. This might be like a 50 banger, a little compressed. I like that, coming around that corner, and maybe panning.
Get people in the back and in the front. It should be kind of cool.
Getting them entering and exiting the turn. But then again, I want to get those shots where it's like a tight enter and then like the reverse suicide shot style of the exit too, you know? So Andrew's saying he just spoke with them and that they have a scissor lift and ladders. So some top down angled stuff as they're coming around turns, both photo and video, would be sick. So I'm just trying to get some ideas on shots. Fresh shot that I'm looking for. Yeah. This is the exit shot. Yep. All right, so there's a couple things that happen a little bit differently when you're actually filming someone karting than taking the photos. And this is something I just wanted to mention because we do a lot of automotive stuff. We do a lot of moto e-bikes, motorcycles, automotive in general. And yeah, just seeing where people are entering and exiting the apexes definitely helps us see where we want the camera placed. So after a couple laps, I was seeing how these guys that know how to drive essentially were hitting the corners, feeling where they were going to be entering and exiting the apex, and then I was able to get some better shots. Now, from the Artemis app, the 15mm looked perfect, but it is a little bit tight for certain situations. So do I want to run a zoom lens like a cine zoom, or maybe a 24-70, or do I want to just run some primes like a 35 and a 50 and just keep switching between them? So we're going to see what it is that we want to use. All right, so that wraps up our location scout. I think we all feel a lot more confident getting to see the location and everything. And stay tuned for BTS of the actual commercial.
Let's go race.
Come on, man.